Welcome to the Raise Your Energy podcast. My name is Linda Lange and I'm your host and energy expert. Have you ever heard of a walking meditation? And if you have you actually ever tried it out? I get asked to explain what a walking meditation is so many times by so many interested people. And I thought I probably have as well a few of those in my audience that might want to know more about this. So here is the what, the why, and the how on walking meditation for you. Let's get started. If you are someone that is actually interested in meditation or you are already meditating, you might have heard about walking meditations before. And if you haven't, it's great that you find out about it now. It stepped into your life today for a reason. I got introduced to walking meditations by Dr. Joe Dispenza. My first one was on a beach in Cancun, Mexico, while on a retreat with him. And it was monumental. I will always remember my first walking meditation. Obviously, it was a special experience as I was with 1,700 other people doing it at the same time, but it was just in itself incredible. That is now 1.5 years ago. And to be honest, for the first quite a few months, I never tried it out at home for myself. I would always just do it when I was on one of those retreats, which I was at that time quite a lot. And during those walking meditations, during the retreat, I had the most amazing experiences. Because of that, then last September, I finally got myself to do them at home. And how I did it was to give myself a 30-day challenge. So I did a walking meditation every single day for 30 days. I actually shared my experience with that in one of my episodes, episode 63, if you want to check it out. Since then, I go kind of through phases of using walking meditations as one of my meditation modalities. So it's kind of like sometimes I do it more often, and then there is a phase where I don't do it at all. So it's kind of an on and off relationship with me and walking meditations. But I had this great idea of making this episode for everyone who has never tried it out. Because people keep asking me how to do it, how does it work, and how can I do it myself? So I have shared it many times before, and now I'm going to share it with you. And then for you to actually go and try it out, I created as well my first walking meditation. It's especially for you if you have never done it before. It's a beginner walking meditation. But even if you have tried it before, this is a great walking meditation to get back into it. As the title of the episode states, I will share with you the what, the why, and the how of walking meditations. So let's start with the what. What is a walking meditation? You are meditating while walking. I know it sounds a bit weird, but I will share with you in the next part, in the why you would want to do it. But let's talk some more about what a walking meditation is. You can use guided meditations during that walking meditations, which you can either buy online or use free options from YouTube or any other meditation apps. When you are new to walking meditations, it makes complete sense for you to use a guided one, as you are not really used to doing them by yourself. And I personally still just use guided meditations while I'm on a walking meditations, because it is so much easier and it's really nice to be guided through that process. You want to actually do a walking meditation where you are safe, because you are still in a kind of meditative state while you're walking. You won't be as attentive as when you're wide awake and just walking without meditating at the same time. So when you try it out, please find a space where you are safe. Don't be too close to driving cars or bicycles that you could bump into, okay? I like to use walking areas near my home, or sometimes I might even drive somewhere where it's really quiet and where I don't come across a lot of people. And if that is not possible for you, you can maybe use a park nearby. I will tell you up front that people might be looking at you when you're doing it, when you're in that standing part of the walking meditation and you close your eyes and you're just maybe even smiling and enjoying yourself. But hey, it doesn't matter because you have your eyes closed so you don't see them. So forget about them. What you do need for walking meditations are headphones or earplugs, and then of course your phone to play the meditation on. And you want to probably carry that in a pocket of your jacket or a bag that you have with you, so you don't have anything in your hands. You want to probably have your hands and the rest of your body as free as you can. I would suggest you do this alone, so you are not disturbed by anybody waiting for you to finish, or just feel kind of observed while you do it by somebody close to you. So you might be distracted while you're in that walking meditation. Of course, if you have other people who want to do it with you, perfect, that's fantastic. Just be aware that you all need your own phone and headset because you can't really share the sound. The thing is that after the standing part initially, you will start walking and you need to have the freedom to walk in your own speed and to walk in your own directions. So you can't really share the experience while you're walking, okay? Great. So now over to the why. Why do I want to do a walking meditation? The benefit of a walking meditation in comparison to a normal seated meditation is that it gets the body more involved. When it comes to a seated meditation, quite often we work with visualizations, we work with manifesting something, or we create new beliefs through affirmations during that meditation. But what is necessary is as well to create the feelings alongside those pictures and those thoughts that you're creating, because the feelings are part of the body changing. So when you are in that walking meditation, you can bring the body into that change much better, into that manifestation process. You can walk as the new version of yourself that you want to create. And that way you train the body to be that future person more than you would in a seated meditation. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. I always feel so much more connected to the future that I want to create when I walk as a new version of myself. And I shared in previous episodes that I actually get a lot of messages and insights from my higher selves during walking meditations. So I'm not even better connected to my body in this kind of meditation, but as well more connected to my higher self. And last but not least, let's talk about the how. How does a walking meditation actually work? Let me tell you first that there are for sure many different ways of how to do a walking meditation. I will speak from my personal experience, which is of course the Dr. Joe Dispenza walking meditations, which inspired me as well to create my first walking meditation. Obviously, during the meditation, I guide you so you know exactly what to do, when to do it. But it's quite useful for you to actually hear it from me beforehand so you know what's coming, okay? So you start with standing instead of walking at the beginning of a walking meditations. And during that time, you are guided into a meditative state with your eyes closed. Then, after a few minutes, you open your eyes and you are asked to start walking. During the walking, it's best to stay in that meditative state that you just created as much as you can while being mindful of where you're walking, so you don't walk into something or fall down, okay? You can do that by not focusing on one particular thing in front of you, but by opening your focus and trying to take in as much as you can by still concentrating your vision in front of you. And that automatically lowers your brain waves down and moves you into that alpha brainwave patterns, which are the brain waves that help you be in a meditative state. Because you need to check where you're walking, right? You need to every now and then look down, or you need to look to your side. What you do is you keep coming back to that wide focus state that I've just described to you, that will bring you back into that meditative state. So it's kind of like an in and out that you keep practicing. And if you keep practicing it more and more, you will get better at flipping really from one to the other very easily, and actually walking as well in that unfocused, wide focus state, and still take in where you're actually walking. And then you are guided to stand again and close your eyes to move back into that deeper meditative state. And this might be the end of the meditation, or you have another set of walking to do during that meditation before you then finish it with standing. Some guided meditations ask you actually even to lie down at the end of the meditation. And if you can do that and your surroundings allow that, then do it. It really helps your nervous system to integrate what you've just created during that meditation. Okay, now you're ready to go ahead with your first walking meditation. So click the link to the walking meditation that I created for you and make sure to save it. Thank you so much for watching this video with me today. I really truly hope you enjoy your first walking meditation, or to walk again in a walking meditation. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you will hear more of this really valuable insights and information in the future, and leave me a thumbs up if you like this episode. And with that, I love you and leave you. Talk soon, and bye bye.